Now we are starting the chapter Water for Class 7. And as we said, this is not a substitute for textbook. This is meant for last minute revision. Chapter Water for Class 7, the last minute pre-examination revision video. What are the important points? World Water Day is held on 22nd March. World Water Day is observed on 22 March every year. The purpose: to draw the attention of people towards the importance of conserving water, to make people aware that conserving water is important. For this purpose, we celebrate World Water Day on 22 March. That is to draw the people's attention to the importance of conserving water. The minimum daily water requirement is given as 50 liters per person per day. Per person, you can also call it per head. So you can say 50 liters per head per day. And 50 liter would be approximately 2.5 buckets of standard size. How do we know that there is severe water shortage in the world? These are the water shortage indicators. We have taps running dry. There is a tap which is dry, no water. Long queues for water, you can see this, long queues for water. Fights and marches and protests for demand of water, fighting for water, queues for water, and dry taps. These indicate that water scarcity is a severe problem. Earth is called a blue planet. Why it is called a blue planet? In photographs taken from space, from the outer space, Earth appears blue. And why does Earth appear blue? Because 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water or water bodies. Since large part of the Earth's surface is water, we see it as a blue planet when you see it from space. So the problem is not scarcity of water. We have plenty of water. Then what is the problem? It is a scarcity of safe, clean drinking water. You can see in the map how much water is there. But still, it is not the water, but the scarcity of safe, clean and drinking water. Water cycle: the continuous interconversion in nature of water among its three states. By evaporation, liquid water becomes vapor. Then they change into clouds. And clouds, by condensation or precipitation, they fall off as rain. And rain, they fall on the top of mountains, sometimes forming ice caps. They melt. And this water will flow down as river and ultimately reach the sea, from where again they will be evaporated as vapor. So this is the water cycle, continuously changing from solid to liquid state to vapor state, and vapor state to liquid state, and again to solid state. Now ice is a solid form of water. You will find ice caps in poles, polar region, North Pole and South Pole, in snow-covered mountain tops, and in glaciers, the moving rivers of ice. Liquid we can find in rain, rivers, ponds, lakes, seas and oceans, and also in underground water. And vapor, the gaseous form, is present in the air or atmosphere. And there is a distribution of the total 100%. Salt water is 98% in the oceans and seas. There is not fit for drinking. What is fit for drinking is fresh water, which forms 2%. Out of 2%, 87% of 2%, that means a little less than 1% would be in ice on the tops of mountain. So only the remaining water is available for drinking. Water supply system in cities. In cities, water supply we get from pipes. That is a responsibility of civic bodies. What do we mean by civic bodies? Municipal corporations. They bring the water to your house. Water is drawn from water bodies, then purified, the way in which it is purified, they use the machine called water treatment plant and then supply the house through a network of pipelines. There is a reservoir from which water is drawn. Water treatment plant, it is purified and then it is stored, and from here with the help of pumps it reaches every house, all the network of pipes reaching every house. In villages where there may not be water supply facility, although nowadays we are having water supply even in villages, many of the villages, but previously or even now some of the villages may not be having this water supply facility. So people walk to the rivers or stream or ponds and they walk miles and miles. Even children have to walk so many kilometers every day just to bring a pot of water. People get water from wells, tube wells, hand pumps, but then they have to walk long distance. You can see even children have to walk long distance every day to bring water. Underground water is also called groundwater. Underground water is also called groundwater. The water found in spaces between soil particles and in gaps between rock particles, that's called groundwater. The upper level of layer is called water table. So here you have got the water table. This is the upper layer. This is what you are having, the groundwater, and this is the upper layer which is called the water table. This is the level of water, the topmost layer of water. Water below the water table is the groundwater. So this is the upper layer, water table, and below this what you are getting is a groundwater, also called underground water. You can pump it out by using wells or using tube wells. By using tube wells which are sunk deep inside, you can get water from tube wells. Groundwater stored between layers of hard rock below the water table is called aquifer. When there are layers of hard rock below the water table, that is called aquifer. This can be pumped out by tube wells. So here we got a well or tube well from which you can pump out the water. The process of seeping of rainwater into the ground is called infiltration. After rains, the water seeps into the ground. The water seeps into the ground. This process is called infiltration. How groundwater in aquifers is depleted or replenished? It is replenished by infiltration. When rainwater goes inside, it is replenished. It is depleted when we pump out the water. When rainwater goes inside, that is infiltration, the aquifer gets filled up, and when we pump out that groundwater, then aquifer is emptied. That's how we replenish or deplete or finish the accumulated water in the aquifer. When will water table go down? If we draw out more water than rains can replenish it. A poor seepage of rainwater, that is low rate of infiltration. Why? There's low rate of infiltration because of cement structures, not loose soil. Here no infiltration can be there will be runoff. Deforestation, when forests are cut and we build houses and factories, then water cannot seep inside, infiltration will be low. Or when there is poor rainfall, then also the infiltration will be low. So reasons for groundwater in aquifer not being replenished or recharged. Increase in population, that means increase in industrial and agricultural activities, pumping out more and more water. Deforestation, water cannot seep through cemented pavement. You cut the trees and build houses and factories through which water cannot seep inside. Not having enough rainfall. There are places that have very, very low rainfall. So here we have shown the deforestation. Afterwards they will build cement structure and rainwater will not be able to infiltrate inside. And here we have got a map. These zones indicate moderate to heavy rainfall. These zones indicate low rainfall, and there are areas where almost there is very little rainfall or no rainfall, like deserts. So depending upon the climate of the place, they may have heavy rainfall or low rainfall or moderate rainfall or almost zero rainfall. Now, causes of water mismanagement. Water scarcity is caused when we do not properly manage the utilization of water, mismanagement of water. Supply pipes leakage and wastage of water. When supply pipes are leaking, of course, this is the responsibility of the civic body, the corporation or the municipal bodies. Leaking taps in our homes and office. This is the thing. When leaking taps in our homes, this is a question of leaking taps. Even after you close the tap, still water is falling down. A lot of water is wasted in the whole day. This is the responsibility of the family or the organization. It can be the office or the school or the college or the factory. It is the family or the organization or the family responsibility if it is occurring in your home. Wasteful habits, personal habits, these are individual responsibility. This boy is irresponsible because while he is doing something else, he is brushing the teeth, a lot of water is wasted. What he should have done? He should have closed the tap. If he had closed the tap and afterwards when he wants it, he can reopen it, then the wastage of water would have been minimized. So this is the individual responsibility, our personal habit when we waste water because of our habit. Water management. Using rainwater to recharge groundwater is called water harvesting or rainwater harvesting. That is, the rainwater should be allowed to recharge the aquifer. It prevents the wasteful flow of water. Water management by reviving the Bowery system or these are wells, step wells. The Boweries are step wells. You can use the step well system which was once used in Rajasthan olden times. You can revive that. Drip irrigation by using narrow tubes that deliver plant directly at the base of the plant. See, narrow tubes. Here we have a tank. Very narrow tubes are there. So narrow tube means very little wastage of water and delivery of water directly to the base of the plant. So that was water chapter from Easy Elite English Educational Trust. As we said, this is not a substitute for textbook. This was meant as a last minute revision. Hope you have enjoyed the video. We will come back with more such videos. Till then, goodbye and good luck.